All right, hello and welcome to another episode of Edward the Mighty New Train. Um, so I'm recording this because I don't really feel like doing Minecraft really that much right now. I'm kind of taking a break. Sorry to all those who wanted a map update during December, but I've been taking a break since December from that so I can work on some other things, both. Yeah, so Edward's kind of was after us. As you can see, I stopped talking because I had to get that jackpot. I didn't want anyone else to get it. And as you can see from the bottom right corner of the screen, I have 3,469 um, tickets, and I'm gonna be going after something. I'm gonna be going after uh, I'm gonna be going after the 100,000 tickets or so that I need to get a very, very difficult to get title. And then again, I might not get it just because having 100,000 tickets is a lot of tickets to have. So yeah, I have a need to be greedy this episode. And of course, I've been doing a lot of runs off camera as well because you don't really need to see the grind that this is. Meanwhile, Edward has a flamethrower and I have a subsonic rifle. Let's grab this. Now we're back to full. You may be wondering, why am I using this and why is this less efficient? And is this gun less efficient than, say, this gun? And the answer is, yeah, this gun is a whole lot less efficient, but it has a really high damage multiplier. which places its actual damage to any critical components on Edward around like 162, I believe, which is it's a 3 times multiplier, um, which is like, hold on, let me reset because the movement script was buggy. Let me go over some basics of how this game works, and then we'll go on with the rest of the game, the rest of the run. So, this game works is the gameplay is pretty simple and straightforward. Avoid Edward and try not to fall off the train or be otherwise killed by him. Edward can push you off the train, or rather yoink you off the train if you're not careful. Oh, shit. We're not getting that. You can shoot back at Edward, and you can even defeat Edward. Although, defeat is basically he starts to explode, and he will, for some reason, he comes back after, and as if nothing happened, but it just from this again, this game is constantly getting updated, so I think that's going to change in the near term future. The only thing is, certain danger level and certain difficulties will have a more dangerous Edward. For instance, high difficulty tends to have more flamethrowers, although I think the flamethrower... Oh, and also rocket launchers. Edward can have a rocket launcher. No, all his components are destroyable, which means you can... Meaning you can destroy Edward's, you can destroy his arms at any turret that he has equipped. And you can also destroy his rocket launcher. Now, destroying these... Each one has a different health limit, has a different amount of health. You may have seen me going there after his rocket launcher. That's one of the biggest threats to us right now, and yeah, no. There was no getting over that. Yeah. So the rocket launcher is probably his best weapon. It's difficult to hit because it's on his abdomen, really. So, or rather, attached to the back of him. And that's probably one of the most challenging parts of Edward to get rid of. His arms, legs, his arms and turret flamethrower or machine gun turret are pretty easy to get to once you know, once you know when he's gonna cycle through. But for the most part, what I worry about and what most often wipes out a player in this game is Edward's rocket launcher if you're in a high difficulty. There's also quite a few guns in the game which you can choose from. There are some guns that are better, some guns that are worse, but really I'd recommend starting out from when I started out with the Abbott special and Baxter special. If you get those two pistols, it's basically having the same gun. There's obviously quite a good selection here. I recommend from here is getting the Hollingsworth 1394, although 1894. But I'd also recommend getting the tactical later down the line. Is if you're going to go for something like the AU, which is basically just an AK-47. I have the bootlegs. I have a lot of the bootleg stuff, which is like from the recent event that you can no longer obtain these. These are unobtainables. Currently, these were only available through an event, as were the 3 titles: Annoying Caroler, Mall Santa, and Reindeer Wrangler. Yeah. Okay, so here's some questions that I've wanted to ask for the devs. 1, can we romance Edward? 2, where did Edward come from? Like, seriously, there's no origin story given for Edward or any clues about his origins. My leading theory on this, I have 2 theories on what Edward is, on Edward's origin. My first theory is that, or rather my second theory, is that Edward was created as a weapon, and the creators lost control. But I think my most plausible theory, one of my more plausible theories, is Edward, considering that this is a very small archipelago and that there's only a few stops really along the route, Edward was born from the wreckage of a train and some sort of mutation. It kind of gets jumbled from there. And I'm also thinking of making a new alt account so I can play this game on a more comedic side of things. What are you thinking? Kidney, spleen? I want to make an account like that's named after an organ. Um, no, not those organs. Um, Edward's Angie! And we're almost out of time, but I am gonna let this run finish up. Okay, we made it through this run. Anyways, folks, that's gonna wrap this video up for today. I hope you all enjoyed watching me try and kill this pain train. Um, yeah. Anyways, thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, then please do consider hitting that like button. Comment down below what game, with some suggestions on what game I should play next, and I'll read through it. And yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.